So welcome everyone. My name is Nicholas Hershey. I'm the president and founder of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a correspondent lender that does things quite a bit differently. So we'd like to thank you guys for joining us today and take the opportunity to introduce you to really what makes us different. And I have my teammates and brother Kyle Hershey here with us, and our mentor here, Jose, as well, with 26 years of experience in the industry. So we'll let them talk here in a little bit about what they bring to the team. But first, let me go through a little bit about what makes us different here. So most of you probably joined from this page, so you've probably gone through it. So let's just go ahead and talk about kind of the bullet points here. So if you watch the video, that's a replay of what we're doing right now. So that's great. Really, what we'd like to say that makes us different is that we're a non-delegated lender, which is kind of the best of both worlds. So we have dozens of broker and correspondent options. Right now, we have 25 non-delegated correspondent investors. We can do non-delegated where we're the lender. And then because we are also open and do things differently, we also have over 75 brokered outlets that we can do where we're not the lender if we need to. So being non-delegated is a great place to be for us. We've built this business model as an FDIC bank about 3 years ago, built it as a brokerage as well, and built it as non-delegated and delegated. We find that the non-delegated hybrid model, where we can do both, correspondent loans and broker loans, are the best options for us. One of the cool things when we are the correspondent, when we are the lender, is there's no max commission cap. That was one of the drawbacks of being in the broker world, right? We had a very large branch in the broker world. But a lot of times we wouldn't be able to earn our hard-earned money on those large deals. So when we're doing those multi-million-dollar deals that we love to do, we want to make sure we get paid with no max commission cap. We still get paid our same percentage. Another thing that makes us very different is we are very passionate about leads. So myself and Kyle, we come from more of a marketing background. Obviously, I do loans every day, built everything here that you're about to see for us, by us. But really, our background is about leads. So we love to fill you guys with leads. We give you guys access to those at a 50-50 split. Kyle will show you exactly what type of leads and how that works on the back end here in a second. And we'll go through those details. Another thing that makes us different, and it's our background being in tech, is that we built everything from the ground up. So there's no monthly fees because we don't have any monthly fees. The CRM we've built from the ground up for us, by us, written every line of code. Same thing with all the APIs and integrations we have with everything. We're able to pass those savings on to you guys. We never want to have to charge you guys to do your job, right? So we build kind of a broker model, but we want to make sure there's no fees passed on to you guys like a lot of other companies have. Again, what we've built is a free proprietary mortgage CRM with Dialer. Basically industry standard. All the CRMs are pretty much the same. That's not really what makes us special. Kyle will show you exactly how that works, but pretty much all CRMs are the same as long as you use them, right? So what really makes us different is where we tie everything in together with all of our APIs. And that comes with the free custom website. So everybody gets access to our CRM, but the front end of that is a website just like you're looking at right now, where we have landing pages of all kinds here at the top for every single MLO instantly when they join. So you can grab those leads, generate those leads, and then also push them through with the 1003 application. So our website not only grabs leads, but we actually have full access to generate the 3.4 file and have them fill out the 1003 all on the same platform, all through our API access that we built. So basically they can go all the way start to finish without going to any other systems or clicking any other buttons or getting any other emails or anything like that. Another thing we're very passionate about is setting you guys up with your own leads. So if you guys are already rocking and rolling, you already have your teams, you already have your leads, you already have your sources, great. We'll show you how to route those into the CRM, get those rocking and rolling in our lead generating CRM. That's really our specialty. And if you don't, no problem. We have access to our leads at a 50-50 split. But if you want to get set up with your own leads where you pay for them and obviously you make your full compensation on them, no problem. Kyle will show you how we can set that up for everybody on the team in just a few clicks. What I'm very passionate about personally and my clients, like I said, I do loans as well. But my clients are really the type of clients I like to work with are investors. So we love to be able to prospect the DSCR business purpose loans for investors in pretty much about 30 different states. It depends on exactly your licensing and stuff. So it doesn't always have to match your licensing footprint when we're doing business purpose loans. So that's a great opportunity. When my clients have 5, 10, 20 properties, they're not always in the same state. I want to be able to help my client for their primary home, their second homes, and then of course all their investments across all their states. So we love to be able to do that. Another thing we're very passionate about is support. So in all our different models, going from a bank, obviously with zero support, to the broker world where everybody's left on their own, right, to fend for themselves, to the non-delegated where again, there's more structure, but not training. We want to make sure we have training for you guys. So we have a training center, a knowledge center, and then also, we're doing a group meeting like right now, group trainings, and then one-on-one support. So that's really what sets us apart, where you can actually meet with any of us and actually get you unstuck when you're stuck on those files. We have live Zoom and stuff, but really where it comes in is where a team leader can actually grab your screen and really fix your loan for you and get that baby to the closing table. So now what you guys are all probably interested in is the compensation. So let me do my best here to go through the compensation. So we have found these 3 plans work best for us in our business model. Again, we've been through all the different iterations and different types of this. So this is what works best for us. So hopefully you guys pay attention. It's probably a little bit different than what you're used to. So the goal here on the left side, obviously everybody wants to be the senior loan officer. Let's talk about what everybody's obviously looking at. How do I get paid the most? Senior loan officers, we want to pay you the most, up to 200 basis points on what you guys are used to. That's the conventional non-QM stuff. So you guys make 200 basis points or 2%. Our margin is 2.75. So just like if you're in the broker world, 2.75 is the max margin. We still keep that whether you're doing a broker deal or whether you're doing a correspondent deal, and you're going to get paid the same no matter which one. Now, if you take a lead, remember, that's a 50-50 split. So if you take a company lead and you're on the senior loan officer plan, great. You're going to make 100 basis points or 1% commission on those standard deals. There's obviously different commission schedule. When you click the link here, you can see all the different breakdown of HELOCs and all the other types of loans. But what we're all talking about is the regular loans here that we're putting up on the page here. Now, to get to the senior loan officer plan, everybody, no matter what you are, if you've done 1,000 loans, awesome. We want to make sure you do a few loans with our company and our system because we do things a little bit differently where everything is controlled through one system, start to finish. So everybody's going to start on the loan officer plan. Once you close 6 loans, you get to use our system. You get to press the buttons. You understand exactly how everything works. Great. You don't need much help anymore. You're going to go to the senior loan officer. But until then, we're going to keep everybody at the loan officer plan, which is still great compensation, 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, what we're all used to, which is 1.5%. Still have access to all the company leads, 50-50 split. So that's 75 basis points or 0.75%. You're definitely welcome to rock and roll on the company leads, get those under your belt, close 6 company leads, great. Go ahead and upgrade to the senior loan officer, all that kind of good stuff. So we just want to make sure that we can work with you hand in hand, help you disclose those loans with you, teach you how to do your own disclosures and all that. Senior loan officer is going to be disclosing their own loans, doing their own files, all that kind of good stuff. Now, if you're not ready to jump in, with both feet, maybe you're a newly licensed loan officer, maybe you're just getting back in the industry, you were maybe pre-2008 with all the big changes, maybe want to start as a loan officer assistant. This does not mean you're an assistant or you don't have to have a license or anything like that. This is just our plan, and hopefully it makes sense for you guys. So if you're not ready to sign the loan application and you just want to get your feet wet, but you have a license, great. We can still pay you commission to help those loan files. So you can make 75 basis points, great commission, which is 0.75%. And you're going to refer those deals to our senior loan officers that know exactly what to do, what button to press when, and exactly how to do the loan start to finish, not only in general, but in our system specifically. So for you guys to get paid very quickly, if you're really a little bit unsure or maybe just new in the industry, this is probably the best plan to start off so you can actually refer your deals, get some money in your pipeline, and get those to the people that can close deals efficiently and not have any questions while they're going through the process. Now, if you guys can upgrade to a loan officer anytime, that's when you're ready to go full time, you're ready to sign a loan application, you're actually ready to do loans yourself. You can stay on the loan officer assistant, get your feet under you as long as you want while you're learning. Remember, you're going to refer this to a senior loan officer. You're going to work on that deal. So you're not a loan officer assistant for the company. You're not a loan officer assistant for any person. You're an assistant for that deal because it's probably your family, your friend. You've generated that lead somewhere. It's somewhere from your sphere. You're going to work with that deal. That's your family. That's your friend. You're going to be the one contacting them, on the personal level. You're the loan officer assistant for that loan to make sure that family friend, your lead, gets that loan done. The senior loan officer is going to be there to press the right buttons and do exactly what needs to happen on the back end, which you're probably not used to. So this is the best combination where we combine someone who's just getting in the industry or just learning with someone that knows exactly what to do, exactly when. Hopefully that makes sense for everybody. Kyle will go through a little bit more details before we end. But now on this next part of the presentation, we usually go into the mortgage software, and we can go ahead and pass it over to Kyle, who will actually show you guys a demo of exactly how it looks on the back end. So you ready, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. So of course, when you come on board, we'll do a full training on this, but I just want to highlight a couple things here in our system. So first of all, you'll probably notice this looks similar to any other CRM. Right, we have, create your notes, send your emails and texts. They build up down here with your timeline, set reminders. You can set action plans, drip campaigns to email them and text them automatically, all that kind of good stuff, right? One of the things that makes us really different here in our system is our quoting system. So you'll see here, you can put in 6 pieces of info and you can get the rates via our Optimal Blue API, and you can pull in the rates, and then you can make a nice, pretty quote in just minutes. Under 2 minutes, you can make a nice quote that looks like this, right? That shows your client different rate choices. What do these things mean? Pulls in the Google map automatically, the Zestimate automatically, the loan info, the monthly breakdown of the taxes, insurance, all that, the estimated closing fees. Obviously, you as the loan originator here, but also a realtor. So you can attach realtors to your quotes, and your realtor partners absolutely love this because they know when they send you a client, not only can you quote them in minutes, but you're going to attach them to the quote, right? You're going to keep putting them in front of their client's face saying, hey, we are your team that's pushing your loan forward together, right? Your realtor partners absolutely love this. And for anybody new in the business, realtor partners are the lifeline and bloodline of this industry, right? You need to be able to have realtor partners to be, especially in this climate, right? Where purchases are dominating and refis are essentially over. So one of the coolest parts about this is that your client can click Start My Loan Application, and let me show you what that looks like. They now are taken to their borrower portal where they can fill out their 1003 right here. We control the 1003 in our system. They upload their basic documents for the loan type that they applied for, right? And they can see their loan info, the milestone of where their loan is at. They can message you right here. So they have this borrower portal where they can do everything right here in this system. Now, let me show you what it looks like on your end. If you go to your Docs tab, you can also help them fill out their 1003 application. You can help them upload documents. And most importantly, you can request documents. So you can say, oh yeah, I need 12 months bank statements, click save. And now we're asking for 12 months bank statements and letting them know, hey, click here to upload your 12 months bank statements in your borrower portal. You can also change the entire packet of documents we need. Let's say this comes in as conventional, but we're going to go DSCR. All we're going to do is apply that packet. And now we're asking for only what we need for a DSCR loan, right? You can also request signatures. So you can say, oh yeah, I need them to sign this. You're going to go ahead and save that. And it's going to pop up in their portal for them to sign it right here through our API. They don't even need to use the page. We have the e-signatures here with the API. So you can request signatures like that. And of course, you can request custom documents. The underwriter gives you some kind of condition. You need some specific document. You can request that as well, right? So we can quote them in the system, and we can also collect their documents in the system, request documents, remind them to upload their documents, all that kind of good stuff, right? Now, once we're actually doing the loan, now we're going to keep track of the loan in our pipeline, on our pipeline tab here. You're going to see all of your loans, who the client is, maybe what lender or investor that you may have that loan at, right? The loan amount, all that kind of good stuff. But most importantly, the stage and the milestone that the loan is in, right? If you ordered the appraisal, you're going to change the milestone to the appraisal is ordered. It's going to ask you, do you want to send a status change to the client? So you can check this or uncheck this. If you keep this checked, it's going to send the client and the realtor, if they're attached, the email saying, hey, the appraisal has been ordered, right? So we're going to keep track of the process all the way through. Now, let me tell you something. The number one complaint about loan officers from both clients and realtors is lack of communication. And so we're going to use our system not only to communicate all the way through on the lead end when they come in, but also through the entire loan process, keeping everybody updated automatically about where we are at in the loan process, right? So that is how we're going to take a person from being a lead to quoting them, to collecting their documents, to keeping track of the loan all the way through in one system, one login. Everything is here in this one system. Now let's talk about the leads, right? A lot of you are probably on here to discuss the leads. And so let's go ahead and go into the leads. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get text messages with the leads all day. And let me show you what that actually looks like here. I have a real example of my test account, John Doe. These are real leads that have came in the past 24 hours. Each of our loan officers are getting these leads. So look at this. Let me scroll down. 4 national DSCR leads, right? 5 to 8 unit mixed use leads, regular purchase leads. So my test account has gotten all of these leads in the past 24 hours, so they can click to claim the leads and be able to call those leads. This is actually how it's working. They're actually getting these text messages all day. They click this to claim the lead, and they are able to contact the lead immediately. We always contact them in the first minute. When we click that, it pulls up to this page. We call Jane instantly within seconds. There'll be a call script on the right-hand side. So we always provide a call script. If it's a purchase lead, it's a purchase script. If it's a refi lead, it's a refi script. So especially for you new loan officers, you don't have to worry about what to say. It's always going to be there. It's always going to have the information that we need to send them a quote. So it's really plug and play, right? You're going to come in here, follow the script, take the notes, send the quote, follow up, get the documents, right? Everything here in this one system. So those are the leads that we're sending from our Facebook campaigns mostly. And I'll have Nick talk about the type of leads and why we get those type of leads here in a minute. But that's the first and foremost way that we're going to send you leads. Now, the other way we're going to have you work leads is our auto dialer. So you can use our auto dialer to call a few hundred people in a day, right? All you have to do is, press next call, right? And you never hang up your phone. So you can call hundreds of people in a day with the auto dialer. You can press buttons to drop the automatic texts and emails. So you can drop automatic texts and emails in seconds and move right on to the next call. So the whole time you're calling hundreds of people, you're dropping the auto emails and texts instantly. So great auto dialer, right? And we put a bunch of different lists in here. We have cold call lists. We have regular purchase lists. We have realtor lists where you can call realtors in here. Call a couple hundred realtors in a day and see if something does not shake out some kind of deal, right? So we have the auto dialer. That's another way. The other ways we have for you to work leads in our system is to purchase leads. So those same leads that we're giving you at no upfront cost on the 50-50 split, take those leads, work those leads. If you like those leads, you can buy some for yourself, right? So you can purchase your own leads and there is no lead split on them. So they're going to go directly to you and only you. You're going to work the lead. And when you close that deal, there is no 50-50 lead split because you purchased the lead. Now, let me give you an example. One of our loan officers, Nicole, closed her first deal ever as a loan officer. I think it was last month, right, Jose? I think it was last month. $1,060,000 deal, her first loan she ever did. That loan got denied at another lender. Jose helped her get the client and turn it into a profit and loss program. He was able to get it approved. She closed that deal. It was from one of the leads that we generate, but she purchased that lead. So out of her $16,000 commission, she saved $8,000 by not having a lead split on it because she purchased that lead, right? So it's definitely good to purchase leads. You're going to fill your pipeline with deals that are not on the 50-50 split. And of course, you'll still get the deals that we send you all day for free. You'll still get all those leads, but this will really juice up your pipeline. And when you close those deals, you're on a higher lead split. The next thing here is to import leads. So we give everyone their own webhook here, and you can use that to bring in leads from anywhere else you purchase leads, and they come in just like the leads we give you. In real time, you get a text message, you call the lead, you quote them, gather the documents, all of that in our system, just like any other lead that we give you, but you're purchasing them from wherever you want. And of course, there's no lead split on those leads because you bought them from Zillow or Free Rate Update, or you do your own Facebook campaigns. You can use this to do your own Facebook campaigns and shoot them into our system. So every type of way that you could possibly get leads and work leads, we provide that here in our system from start to finish, taking them from a lead to a quote, to gathering the documents, to keeping track of the loan, all here in one system. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn it over to Nick to talk about the kind of leads we get and why, right? So Nick owns an ad agency, well, we both do, and has been doing digital marketing for over 15 years. He has a certification from Facebook as a media planning professional, certification from Facebook as a digital marketing associate, and certification from Google as a Google Ad search specialist. And obviously, with that kind of experience, he's really dialed in on getting the lead. So he's kind of the lead master. So let me have Nick kind of come in here and explain the type of leads we get and why. And after that, I will go ahead and have Jose say a couple things, and then we will open it up to questions. So go ahead, Nick.
All right. So anytime we're going to do leads, whether it's for us or a client or any of the other companies that we have, we want to make sure we do something different and unique. So that's really kind of the main theme here, is that we want to be in a blue ocean somewhere where we're not competing with the big boys, right? We don't want to compete with the rockets with the billions with a B in their ad budget. We don't want to be doing the same thing as them either. So, for the last 3 years that we've been running this team, we've been very focused on doing the exact opposite of what the big guys are doing. And obviously it's paying off now as they're firing tens of thousands of employees, and we're hiring, right? So we've never really focused on, doing the conventional refis for multitude of reasons, and now you see why. But what we do focus on is particularly everything that everybody doesn't, right? So we're going to find the self-employed borrowers, the borrowers who aren't able to get a loan at the big shops that are doing it, as a chop shop, the investors that have 100 properties, right? Nobody at the Rocket's going to do a analysis on a tax return with 100 properties listed on their Schedule E, but I will teach you guys how to do that all day long, and we will keep that guy for life and do a refi for every single one of his or her 100 properties. So we want to make sure we serve these clients, we advertise to them. So we're going to advertise specifically to the types of clients that aren't being advertised. We're going to advertise the types of products that maybe they don't know exist. Of course, you guys all know about non-QM now. 3 years ago when we started this, not many people were familiar with DSCR loans. We've done hundreds of them, thousands of them. And now it's obviously very popular. But it's always very popular with investors if you can get that in front of them. So we're going to get those products that they maybe don't know exist in front of them. And then obviously we're going to service them with teaching you guys how to do these loans. So that's where Jose comes in, where if you don't know how to do a P&L loan or anything like that, he's going to help you get that done. Same thing with the DSCR. We've been doing it for many years. A lot of people are talking about it now as, the solution to, the refi dry up of their pipelines. But we obviously have been doing it for a long time and very focused on this, and all of our ads are dialed in for this as well. And then, the other thing is the price, right? So we're not going to be doing anything that's going to price us out either. Our margins are always the same, always 275 on everything, no matter which type of lender. And we're going to have all the different lenders, whether it's one of our 75 brokered outlets or one of our 25 correspondent partners. We're going to want to find a home for that loan. So because we do the weird stuff, right, the non-QM stuff, the investors with hundreds of properties, not every investor, every lender is going to be the right fit for them. So we want to make sure we have a home for every loan. So we combine all of those kind of elements, and every single one of those pieces is different than everybody else. And, combining those kind of four very different kind of themes together is really what makes us successful, and has been for quite a long time. No matter which kind of model we have, all of our leads have always been focused on this type of setup. Now, Kyle always wants me to, preface all this with, even though we advertise non-QM, we're still going to do a lot of conventional loans, right? A lot of you guys, your family, friends, you may not have 100 properties, right? So they're not going to be the type of person we're going to advertise to, but we're still going to service those loans, right? We're still going to, help those customers. So same thing with investors with 100 properties. They're still going to have a primary home that they're going to do conventional, even though they're going to have 100 properties. Most of those are going to be DSCR, some kind of commercial loan, some kind of blanket loan. but we still want to be able to service them and help them out with their primary, their conventional, their second homes, their vacation homes, all that kind of good stuff. A lot of times people will click on a bank statement loan ad thinking that's the only hope they have of qualifying, but they just haven't talked to a competent loan officer who's been able to do all the calculations like we teach all of our loan officers to do all the self-employed calcs, and find different avenues. So we still might do someone who thinks they might need a bank statement, maybe not. We might do them conventional. So we still want to get people with something unique to get them in. And then we still want to do our job as loan officers and see if we can still help them out with conventional loans as well. Obviously, it's a little bit cheaper most of the times for the conventional. So that's the gist of it. Is that enough for you there, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Just understand we have every type of program under the sun, right? We have DSCR, foreign national, I-10, true commercial, everything under the sun. We do have obviously conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. And as Nick said, we need a home for everything, right? So we have basically every program you can imagine between our 75 brokered outlets and our 25 correspondent outlets. So with that being said, let me bring Jose in to say a few words, and then we will open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
How's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining us today. I've been licensed as a full-time MLO and realtor since September of 1995. I've been through several cycles. Owned my own shop in the past also until 2010. So have a lot of experience in this. Definitely love what I do. Love giving the support. Love putting the deals together, which is very important because once you got the lead and you convert the lead, now you got the deal. Then you come to the file structure meeting. We help you scrub the deal, fine tune it, and hopefully then disclose it, get you on your way. So it's real important because obviously you're doing your part, but then we're doing our part to make sure that deal gets traction, that you're not wasting any time, that you're closing your first deal within 30 days, hopefully, of being in the company, or 45 days if your appraisal took a little long. That's what we do here. I disclose files on the weekends, disclose files at 10 o'clock at night. If you have a file to disclose, we're going to be there to disclose it when you're ready to disclose it. And we're going to make sure that you get it ready to disclose quickly instead of floundering about and spinning your wheels, because you can always book the meeting to structure the file, make sure you're on the right trajectory, and then obviously to disclose the file. No having to wait 48 hours, 72 hours to have your file disclosed. Your file will be disclosed as soon as you are ready. That's real important because time is of the essence, especially with the volatility and the rates and wanting to lock in files. Wanted to touch base on, I'm not sure if Kyle mentioned this regarding leads, but our senior MLOs will be working with our loan officer assistants to receive leads from our loan officer assistants, who are basically generating deals and then passing them off to a senior because they may not want to do the loan, or maybe they're new. They want to work with a senior MLO to get a little bit more experience, in which that case that will be done by the senior MLO as a lead, like any other file, based on the lead split. And so that is a continual stream of business that you're also going to be getting there. So really wanted to bring that to note. For nationals, phones ringing off the hook. Investors, phones ringing off the hook. They already know the rates are going to keep going up. So they're not waiting, they're refinancing. Believe me, we are getting a lot of investors refinancing with all of our business purpose DSCR loans, bank statement loans, just a lot of activity. So just really eager for you all to join the team so that I can be helping you structure and disclose your files. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Jose. All right, Nick, why don't we go ahead and stop recording then, and we can open it up to questions. Before that, though,